Sheriff Woody, an icon since 1995 and a big part of many childhoods around the world, including mine. I own a beautiful deluxe film replica, and in this video I plan on passionately talking about why I love him so much. We will be looking at him from head to toe, including his box, and I will tell you the story of how I actually got this little guy. My name is Ezra and welcome back to the Junkyard. My journey with Woody started when you'd least expect it because I was a 16-year-old teenager. Being a teenager, it is safe to say that my interests were beginning to shift. Different and cooler things were starting to become popular in my friends group. I wasn't watching Star Wars, I wasn't watching Lord of the Rings, and I wasn't even collecting anything anymore. All I wanted to do was be popular and fit in, but there was about to be an exception to that rule. That summer, I went on holiday with my family to Newquay in Cornwall, and we were doing our big shop in a giant Sainsbury's, just getting our supplies for the week. It was the last thing I was expecting to see when I walked into that Sainsbury's. The thought just wouldn't have come into my mind. But that's when I saw him. There was this display shelf with Woody sat there in the most amazing box. The second I laid eyes on him, I completely fell in love. I wasn't a teenager anymore. I was a kid looking at a toy that looked like it could have been straight from the movie. I was completely in awe of it. But then a conflict started to happen inside of my head. The conflict was, this happened to be one of the coolest things I had ever seen, and I wanted to buy it. However, I'm a teenager now, and I'm not sure how cool it actually is for someone like me at that age to be buying things like this anymore. The next interaction I had was going to be more important to me than I would ever know. My mum and sister came over and they saw me holding the box. They both said how amazing he looked and asked me if I was going to buy it. Their reaction was everything I ever needed. I was 16 years old. If they had come over to me and said,
Ez, come on, you're too old for that now. Do you really need to spend your money on that?
I would have just put him back and probably regretted it. But they completely normalised it. They normalised the fact that I might be buying this Woody doll, even though I'm 16. From that point onwards in Sainsbury's and the important interaction I had with my mum and my sister, I was back to being myself again. The teenager stuff slowly went out of the window and I was doing wholesome things that made me happy. And to me, this Woody doll symbolises that. How cool is this, guys? This Woody doll is approved by the director of Toy Story, John Lasseter, and he even comes with a certificate of authenticity. Immediately, it just adds prestige, doesn't it? And you feel like you own something really, really special. My certificate is absolutely battered, but I will share it and read it with you guys now. This definitive Woody is a certified replica lovingly produced by Thinkway Toys using digital data from the world's first full-length computer animated film. I hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoyed creating the character. Signed off by John Lasseter.
Of course it's time for Woody's Roundup.
Starting with his hat. First of all, it smells unbelievable. Yes, you heard me right. It smells unbelievable. It's like this beautiful leathery plastic smell. I can't explain it. But from a visual point of view, it's got this lovely stitching detail around the outside. I'm so glad they added this and didn't just mould the plastic or paint the plastic a different colour. As you can see, he has got some lovely highlights in his barnet, which can be seen in the movie and add a bit of depth. His right eyebrow is slightly raised. He's a mysterious guy. And he's got these beautiful brown sunflower eyes. His nose is legitimately a lethal weapon and should be handled with care. It is so spiky. He is rocking an open mouth smile, which is actually not really movie accurate. Andy's Woody has his mouth closed. My favourite part of his face would be his rosy cheeks. It always reminds me of that scene where Woody is being repaired. On a side note, did anyone actually wish they could do that as a career? It seemed like the coolest job ever. Let's make our way down the body now, starting with his neckerchief. It's tied up in a knot at the back, which is really cool. His waistcoat is complete with a very important sheriff badge, and the buttons on his shirt just complete the look entirely for me. Again, it would have been so easy for them to have been lazy with that and just colour the buttons in on the shirt. His arms are a good proportion and feel nice and squishy. They remind me of when he gets that arm fixed and he gains a bit of muscle. Woody's hands are closed, and I know some people have swapped these hands out for open ones just to make him a little bit more accurate. The bottom half of Woody doesn't disappoint, and that is a mad sentence actually. His belt buckle has a nice bit of detail, and to be honest guys, his legs are magnificent. They are skinny and flop around just like they do in the movie. The stitching is an amazing bit of detail, and you can see it on his knees and on his pockets. Last but not least are his boots, and no, Andy is not written on the bottom of them. They've left it blank for you to write your own story, which I think I might do at the end of the video. The spurs are on the back, and we've got a cactus engraved on the side.
Howdy, partner. My name's Sheriff Woody.
This Woody has over 50 sayings and even has an interactive play mode. If we look at his back, he has his famous pull string. It's a little bit bigger than it is in the movie, probably because it would be a choke hazard to kids, and it doesn't have a slow release either, which I imagine is harder to produce. Why don't I pull the string a few times and we'll stick him in interactive play mode as well, and then you can hear what he sounds like.
Ha-ha! Boy, am I glad to see you. Howdy, partner. My name's Sheriff Woody. Reach for the sky. You're my favorite deputy.
So good, isn't it? This bit's a bit undignified. If you'll excuse me, Woody. I'm so sorry, buddy.
Howdy, partner. My name's Sheriff Woody. But you can just call me Woody.
Okay, guys, he's in play mode now, so he should respond to our voice.
Ha-ha! Boy, am I glad to see you.
It's good to see you, Woody.
There's nothing like riding through town with my favorite deputy.
That better be me.
That's you, partner.
Yes! Love you.
Yee-haw! Ride him, cowboy!
Ride what?
You're my favorite deputy. Well, pull my string. Yee-haw! Say, partner, what do you want to do today? Come on, let's have ourselves a rootin', tootin' good time. Oh, wait, that tickle.
Why do I find this so funny? I'm such a child. Looking at the box, you can see why it jumped off the shelf at me. It is a work of art, and I have done my best to keep it in as good condition as I possibly can over the years, which isn't easy. They have done it in the theme of Woody's Roundup TV show, which you can see in Toy Story 2. There is so much information on here and so many unique selling points which really worked on me. I still remember how my eyes lit up when I was reading them all in Sainsbury's. I was so impressed. He sat inside the box just looking out at the world, and there is even a pull my string hole on the back. On top of that, Woody even came with this incredible stand, which means you can display him in a really professional looking way. Some of you already know Woody as he's played a little part on this channel. He occasionally comes into our live stream and watches us game. I even pick him up and do a little review. Some of you have even made memes about him. He's become his own little character on this channel. I hope this video has given you a good backstory on Woody and his importance to me. It was love at first sight when I first saw him in Sainsbury's. I immediately knew I had to buy him, and if it wasn't for the interaction I had with my mum and my sister, I think that inner conflict inside of me about being a teenager would have gotten the better of me. So for that reason, he will always be special to me and something I'm incredibly passionate about, which I always encourage for you guys to share too. I've been Ezra, you've been watching The Junkyard, thank you for watching. What a mental outro. Why did I say that? Oh well, take it easy guys. What the hell?